Throughout all of Zelda history, we have always explored through the lands of Hyrule, and sometimes in other kingdoms. But never before have we explored the skies above, or underground. What is this underground alien-like forest we see in the Tears of the Kingdom trailer? Is it just a mysterious cave under Hyrule, or something else entirely? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at what this place might be. But before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more theories and Zelda content. And with all that said, let's take a look at the undergrounds below. To solve this mystery, we gotta look at what we know about this place. In my previous video, I covered that the malice holes all throughout the trailer could be the entrances to this place. We also know the monsters are mining something down here that must be important to them for some reason. But since we haven't seen it in Hyrule before, it's unclear exactly what it is. There's nothing specific in this footage that will tell us what this place is. But surprisingly, the clues do not lie in this place, but in fact the entrance. Upon looking at these entrances, we can see that Mouse surrounds the edge with a pitch black hole in the middle. And while these things may look mysterious and strange, this is not the only time we've seen them in the series. In fact, we see them in another game, known as Majora's Mask. Now you may be thinking, out of all the games in the series, Majora's Mask is the one that has these strange entrances, the game that does not even show Mouse? Well, in fact, yes. They just don't exactly look like the Tears of the Kingdom ones. At the beginning of the game, when Link is chasing the Skull Kid, he eventually falls into a hole that leads to none other than Termina. Now you may be pretty confused at this point. That would be saying these holes are the same, and potentially meaning that this is Termina? Well, let me explain. If we look at the child timeline, where Link gets sent back, goes to Termina and saves it, and we know that in the other timelines, Link isn't alive or at least just doesn't exist, well then who saves Termina in those timelines? The answer is no one. Termina is left to its doom, crushed by the moon. No boy in a green tunic to save them from this destruction. And ultimately, Termina is destroyed. But what will this place look like? Well, the answer to that is a burning, miserable wasteland, which is exactly what we see in Tears of the Kingdom. Now, in case you're still not convinced on this theory, you know that rock the monsters were mining on? What if that is the remains of the moon? Now, as for the entrances not looking the same, I would assume it has something to do with Ganon's arrival, and these malice entrances popping up everywhere. But that's unclear, and we'll have to wait till the game comes out. Now, as I like to call a little bonus theory, since we know that this is Termina from another timeline, that means Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom must take place in either the adult timeline or the fallen timeline. And since the adult timeline got flooded, and most likely Termina got flooded through the entrances, that means Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom take place in the fallen timeline. Thanks for watching. Now if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know in the comments below.